Welcome to Shred Ninjas. I'm going to show you guys a few things that I've gotten for the off-mountain training. And let's start with a cheap one. What we got here is Simply Fit sort of balance board. It's kind of actually really good for working your obliques and your abdominals and your core. It's really simple. It costs like 10 or 15 bucks. You can even get them at Target. Um, if I find a link on Amazon, I'll put a link in the description, actually for all this stuff. And um, it's really slippery, actually, so it kind of sucks on its own. So you're going to want some like skateboard grip tape, and I just basically slice them. I didn't even do that great of a job, but I just put some grip tape on it. Makes it so you can do some interesting tricks, and you can really, control your twists. A Voodoo balance board that I got. It's really awesome, actually, and really trains all different kinds of core muscles and balances. It's got a rail underneath with stoppers at the end, and then underneath this is the rock. And the rock is actually, they do have different rocks. This is the El Dorado, and it comes with this nice, really well-rounded rock. And what that does is mean that you got to deal with front to back balance along with your left to right. And then over here I added this onto my Voodoo order. It's a nub or pickle board, and it's got two sort of side rails, and the nub is in the middle. And you can do some interesting tricks with this. It also was a bit smooth, so I traced out and added some skateboard grip tape to that. So all of these things are really workout for your core. And what we got over here is my Never Summer Warlock X that I'm going to be riding this season. And I got a few things. Something I saw in an old video by TJ from Snowboard Pro Camp was he took 2 liter bottle, emptied it out, filled it with water to the brim, and then he duct taped his old sneakers to an old skateboard and was able to use that for like balance tricks and skateboard tricks on it, which kind of prepares you for snowboarding tricks as well. And it looked pretty fun. I didn't have an old skateboard to use, so I actually been using this with my snowboard, which is kind of interesting. It's got about maybe I think a 3.5 inch diameter or something like that. So on Amazon, I got a nice super firm um, foam roller type thing. The most firm I could find, at least in description, and it actually is pretty firm. And it does get cut by by your edges, so you're going to need some duct tape every now and then when you slice into it. But I'm actually been using this as well um, to balance on the snowboard and do sort of rail balances, like 1 foot balances, nollie into it or ollie into it for a front side. And nollie into a backside, all those kinds of things, and 180s and things like that, jumping onto this and popping off, really, working on balance. These are the two boards my kids are going to be riding, Never Summer Bantam and the GNU Playdate. This is a 2017 Bantam. I think this is a 2018 Playdate, I'm pretty sure. Um, Excellent boards, I think, for starting out, and they have a rocker in the middle with cam under feet. Just like the Warlock does, is like a rocker bottom. It's a Never Summer sort of structure, and basically has been in the last few years like the sort of go-to camber profile for beginner riders. But it's not just really beginner riders. It's a certain kind of feel where you got that rocker in the middle to be able to rotate the board easy and get the cam under feet, so you can get into presses and get some pop. So this is the stuff that we're going to be using for off mountain training, and we'll have some follow-up videos where we show kind of the progression on each type of board there, from the Simply Fit all the way through like an actual snowboard. And I am going to try and actually build a rail and see how that goes. And I'll have a video for that too at some point when I figure out all the components to make it work. Be able to hop on a rail and ride a rail when you're not on the mountain. All right, take it easy.